His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, attended the conclusion of the virtual national drill Azm Al Watan 1 at the headquarters of the General Secretariat of the Supreme Defence Council, led by the Royal Guard of the Bahrain Defence Force. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, and Prime Minister bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa remotely attended.
سلام قف
Upon arrival, His Majesty was received by the BDF Commander-in-Chief Field Marshal Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, the National Security Advisor, Royal Guard Commander, Secretary General of the Supreme Defence Council and Director of the Drill, Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the Commander of the Special Operations of the Royal Guard, His Highness Colonel Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad gave a presentation to His Majesty the King on the National Drill, which is part of ongoing efforts to enhance national readiness and raise its level in various aspects. His Highness expresses appreciation for His Majesty's support to continue the comprehensive and continuous development of various sectors in the kingdom. His Majesty held a video call with His Royal Highness, during which he expressed appreciation for the dedicated efforts made by the government under His Royal Highness's leadership, including his directives and close follow-up with the various ministries and government entities participating in the drill, which played a vital role in its success. His Majesty held a virtual meeting attended by His Royal Highness along with a number of officials from the participating entities. His Majesty was briefed on the drill and the efforts that contributed to its successful implementation, expressing gratitude to all those involved for their contributions.
أصحاب السمو والمعالي والسعادة، مع ختام هذا التمرين نعرب عن بالغ إعجابنا بما شاهدناه من مستوى مشرف في الأداء وتنسيق متقن عكس بوضوح وعيكم العميق بحجم المسؤولية الوطنية وجاهزيتكم العالية للتعامل مع مختلف الظروف والمتغيرات. أذكركم بأن وحدة الهدف هي رهاننا الأول، وأن التكامل الفعال هو الدرع الحصين الذي يحفظ للمملكة أمنها واستقرارها، وأننا نوجه اليوم بضرورة استثمار كافة الدروس والمخرجات التي نتجت عن هذا التمرين لتعزيز الجاهزية الوطنية والعمل بروح الفريق الواحد في كافة ميادين العطاء. وفي الختام نشكركم جميعا على جهودكم المخلصة وتفانيكم الذي نفخر به، سائلين الله العلي القدير أن يوفقنا وإياكم لمواصلة مسيرة البناء والذود عن مكتسباتنا الوطنية لتبقى مملكة البحرين عزيزة أبية وحصنا للاستقرار والازدهار. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
His Majesty the King thanked His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad as well as all members of the General Secretariat and the Royal Guard. His Majesty commended their high professionalism, loyalty and dedication in fulfilling their noble national duties and responsibilities, working as one team alongside all branches and units of the BDF to uphold their sacred mission of protecting the homeland and ensuring the security and stability of its citizens. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa sent cables of congratulations to kings and presidents of numerous countries on the occasion of Christmas. His Majesty the King wished them lasting good health and happiness and further progress and prosperity of their countries and people. His Majesty also wished for security, peace and prosperity for the world and all of humanity. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa was briefed on the latest developments of Bahrain National Afforestation Plan at Rafah Palace. During the briefing, the Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, Wael bin Nasser Al Mbarak, outlined that to date 2.4 million trees have been planted, achieving 67% of the plan's target of planting 3.6 million trees by 2035, while the Bahrain Mangroves Initiative has surpassed its goal, reaching 138% of its target with 2.2 million seedling planted, exceeding the initial target of 1.6 million planted seedlings by 2035. His Royal Highness welcomed the achievements and affirmed that the Kingdom continues to implement programs that support developmental efforts while preserving the environment and protecting national resources. His Royal Highness highlighted that these efforts are guided by detailed plans and performance indicators and reinforcing Bahrain's position as a leading model in adopting sustainable environmental initiatives in line with the vision of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness also emphasized Bahrain's commitment to support international efforts aimed at achieving environmental security through the implementation of national initiatives, environmental programs that align with the highest standards. His Royal Highness stressed the importance of the ongoing progress in the National Afforestation Plan, with Team Bahrain's dedication, whose collective efforts continue to achieve success that support growth and prosperity across various sectors. His Royal Highness underscored that environmental preservation is a shared societal responsibility which is continuously being strengthened across society to promote environmental awareness and sustainable practices. His Royal Highness added that this contributes to supporting efforts to expand afforestation across all governance of the Kingdom and to achieve Bahrain's commitment to reaching zero carbon neutrality by 2060. His Royal Highness emphasized the importance of partnership, integration and cooperation among various community institutions, noting that such collaboration unifies efforts, enhances the effectiveness of national environmental initiatives and supports Bahrain's objectives of environmental preservation and sustainability. His Royal Highness expressed gratitude to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad for his ongoing commitment and support of the progress of National Afforestation Plan and the Bahrain Mangrove Initiative. His Royal Highness commended the efforts of all those involved in implementing the National Afforestation Plan and the Bahrain Mangrove Initiative, expressing appreciation for their dedicated contributions to the completion of environmental projects and the achievements of their objectives. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Deputy Prime Minister, Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa and several senior officials also attended the meeting. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received the newly appointed Ambassador of Palestine to Bahrain, Arif Youssef Hussein Saleh, at Rafah Palace. His Royal Highness reaffirmed Bahrain's unwavering commitment to principles of peace and mutual coexistence during the meeting. The latest regional and international developments were discussed. The President of the Crown Prince's Court, Sheikh Salman bin Ahmed bin Salman Al Khalifa, also attended the meeting. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received the newly appointed Ambassador of Israel to Bahrain, Jamwel Revel, at Rafah Palace. His Royal Highness reaffirmed Bahrain's unwavering commitment to advancing the principles of peace and mutual coexistence. During the meeting, the latest regional and international developments were discussed. The President of the Crown Prince's Court, Sheikh Salman bin Ahmed bin Salman Al Khalifa, also attended the meeting. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa sent cables of congratulations to kings, presidents, crown princes and heads of governments of numerous countries on the occasion of Christmas. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa issued a circular on 2026 New Year holiday. According to the circular, the Kingdom's ministries, states, departments and public institutions will be closed on Thursday, the 1st of January 2026. The Supreme Council for Youth and Sports held its regular meeting chaired by the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs and chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, the SCYS, His Honor Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, in the presence of the First Deputy Chairman of the SCYS, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and Council members. His Highness praised the outstanding efforts of His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad in ensuring the success of the 3rd Asian Youth Games, which were held in Bahrain under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Highness noted that the Games enhanced Bahrain's sporting and regional standing, affirming the importance of continuing to support Bahraini youth in various fields. The meeting addressed the media strategy, where the Minister of Information, Dr. Ramzan bin Abdullah Naimi, gave a detailed presentation on the youth media strategy for 2025-2030 term, which will aim to empower Bahraini youth to discover and refine their media talents. The Minister explained that the strategy focuses on developing media discourse and building the professional capacity of young people, in addition to enhancing their media presence locally and internationally, organizing events and festivals, and supporting media entrepreneurship. The Council supported this strategy, and His Highness directed the Ministry of Information to implement it and monitor performance indicators in coordination with the relevant authorities. The meeting reviewed the latest developments on the formation of youth empowerment committees in the public and private sectors, where the Minister of Youth Affairs, Rawan bin Najib Tawfiqi, presented the authorities that establish youth committees, which include the Ministries of Works, Health and Information, the Civil Service Bureau, Tamkeen, the Royal Humanitarian Foundation, Bahrain Development Bank, Babco Energies, Gulf Petrochemicals Industries Company, and the Nasser Center for Science and Technology. She affirmed that these committees are a platform for engaging Bahraini youth in developing the work environment and promoting institutional innovation. She added that these committees improve the quality of services and enhance institutional performance. The Minister of Health, Dr. Jalila bint Sayyid Jawad Hassan, reviewed the efforts of the Youth Committee at the Ministry. She also noted the Youth Support Initiative for Institutional Accreditation, which awards an official label to entities that meet the criteria reflecting their commitment to their responsibility towards young people. For his part, the Minister of Information reviewed the Ministry's efforts in establishing the Youth Innovation and Excellence Committee, highlighting the main areas of the committee's work, which aims to foster a stimulating work environment for young people. The Minister also announced the launch of the committee's Creator Hub Club for young influencers to promote youth participation in creating influential media content and support national discourse. The meeting concluded with a presentation by the Minister of Labour and Minister of Legal Affairs, Yusuf bin Abdul Hussein Khalaf, on analysing specializations in the labour market for the coming year and beyond, in coordination with the Higher Education Council. His Highness directed all relevant authorities to coordinate and prepare an annual report on the specializations required to be made available to the public through official channels and the media. The Deputy Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa attended the ceremony to lay the foundation stone for the Al Dur solar power plant project, which is being implemented by the Electricity and Water Authority, the EWA, as part of its key initiatives in supporting of the Kingdom's energy transition pathway. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah said that the Kingdom continues to implement high-quality strategic projects across vital infrastructure sectors. He also noted that these projects enhance the competitiveness of the national economy, support resource sustainability, and raise the efficiency and quality of services in line with the objectives of the comprehensive development process led by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. The Deputy Prime Minister said that the investment in advanced technologies is a key pillar in developing modern infrastructure. He noted that this includes integrating solar energy solutions into electricity generation to diversify sources, strengthening grid resilience, and achieving environmental and economic benefits in line with the government program 2023-2026. He said that the power plant project is an important addition to efforts to develop the energy sector, and it supports the national plan to gradually increase the share of renewable energy in the energy mix to 20% by 2035. He noted that this contributes to energy security, diversification of energy sources, encourages investment, and creates job opportunities in renewable energy industries. Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah emphasized that establishing the plant as one of the large-scale solar power stations and connecting it directly to the electricity grid reflects the Kingdom's direction towards implementing centralized generational projects capable of contributing tangible quantities to the electricity system. He commended the contribution of private sector institutions alongside government efforts in implementing distributing solar energy projects. The Deputy Prime Minister thanked the President of EWA, Kamal bin Ahmed Mohammed, all EWA personnel and all relevant entities for their efforts in following up on this vital project. For his part, the President of the EWA expressed his thanks and appreciation to His Majesty and His Royal Highness for their continued support of the authority. He also thanked the Deputy Prime Minister on the occasion and commended his follow-up and support. He noted that the production capacity of the Elder Solar Power Plant project is scheduled to reach approximately 100 megawatts upon completion by the third quarter of next year using 135,000 solar panels. He explained that the project will help reduce reliance on conventional fuels, support national efforts to reduce emission and achieve the Bahrain's commitment to reaching carbon neutrality by 2060. In line with the royal vision to keep improving social services for citizens, boost support programs and utilize all national resources to benefit citizens, the executive and legislative authorities held a joint meeting to discuss proposed initiatives to improve the financial situation and fund ongoing support. The Representatives Council Speaker Ahmed Al-Msallam expressed his pride and appreciation for the royal directives to make Bahraini citizens the focus of sustainable development, support the living standards of Bahraini families, optimize the investment of national resources and promote constructive cooperation between the two authorities. He praised the directives of His Royal Highness to continue supporting electricity and water for citizens in their primary residence, enhancing programs that support low-income individuals and preserving the middle class and its entitlements. He also affirmed the importance of protecting public funds, preventing waste of resources to enhance spending efficiency, ensuring that support is directed to those who deserve it. Shura Council Chairman Ali Saleh affirmed that meetings between the two authorities are a model of national institutional partnership and embody a shared commitment to consolidating cooperation and coordination to improve the financial situation and support sustainable development. He added that the initiatives and ideas put forward reflect a high national responsibility and the keenness of both authorities to strike a balance between the requirements of developing the financial situation and ensuring the continuity of programs and services that support citizens. The Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, noted that these joint meetings have discussed the proposed initiatives with complete transparency and responsibility, taking into account the continued provisions and developments of social services for citizens, enhancing programs that support them and utilizing all national resources for the benefit of citizens. The meeting emphasized continuing to provide and develop social services for citizens, enhancing programs that support them, utilizing all national resources for the benefit of citizens, and giving priority to Bahrainis in terms of services and entitlements as stated in the royal directives. The meeting also stressed the importance of protecting public funds and preventing waste of resources to enhance spending efficiency and serve public interest, ensuring that support is directed to those who deserve it. The government team affirmed the importance of continuing to provide electricity and water support to citizens in their primary residence. The closing ceremony of the first military pace-taking competition was held under the patronage of the National Guard Commander General His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa. The ceremony was attended by the Assistant Chief of Operations and Training, Brigadier His Highness Sheikh Salman bin Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa. The competition saw the participation of teams from the GCC, Pakistan and the BDF and the National Guard. Upon the arrival of the patron, the national anthem was played, followed by a recitation of verses from the Holy Quran and a welcoming address. A summary of the competition stages was then presented, followed by a military demonstrations of infantry drills by the National Guard team. The patron then attended or presented the awards and commemorative shields to the winning teams. His Highness Sheikh Salman bin Mohammed bin Isa commended the competitions organized by the National Guard Command under the guidance of the National Guard Commander and overseen by the Staff Director of the National Guard, Lieutenant General Sheikh Abdulaziz bin Saud Al Khalifa. His Highness noted that the competition achieved its intended military objectives, adding that it is a key component of specialized military training and infantry movement and their precise execution. His Highness affirmed continuing to uphold or hold this competition following the success of the first edition. For their part, the team leaders expressed gratitude to the National Guard Commander, the Staff Director of the National Guard, the Assistant Chief of Operations and Training, the Organizing Committee and the Judging Panel for their hospitality and warm welcome. The competition results saw the team of Pakistan win first place, followed by the team from Oman in second place and the team from the UAE in third place. At the conclusion of the ceremony, the patron of the event took a commemorative photograph with the participating teams, congratulating them on their achievements. The Joint Ministerial Committee between Bahrain and the UAE held its 13th session in Abu Dhabi, chaired by the UAE Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani. In his speech, His Highness emphasized that this annual meeting reflects the depth of the close brotherly and historical ties between the two countries. He expressed pride in the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the UAE President, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. His Highness noted that the UAE considers Bahrain a strategic partner and a pillar for consolidating peace, security and development in the region, an integral part of the progress and prosperity of the GCC and the region. His Highness also referred to the importance of coordination and joint cooperation in international forums, which enhances the presence of the two countries and their pivotal role or positive role on the international stage, affirming the support of the UAE for Bahrain during its non-permanent membership of the Security Council. Zayani also delivered a speech in which he expressed his pride in the strong relations between the two brotherly countries. He expressed the appreciation of Bahrain, its leadership, government and people for the generous gesture of the UAE President in naming one of Abu Dhabi's parks after His Majesty the King. He praised His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed for enhancing bilateral cooperation at all levels, particularly in political affairs. He commended the UAE's constructive role and positive effective policy on various regional and international issues. Zayani affirmed the importance of continued cooperation between the foreign ministries of the two countries. The two sides discussed the close fraternal relations between the two countries and people and the development in this field. They also discussed aspects of bilateral cooperation in the bilateral or political fields, the promotion of political action, consultation and joint coordination on international issues, and ways to enhance joint Gulf action in addition to exchanging views on the latest regional developments. The two ministers signed the joint minutes of the committee's meeting. The ambassador of Bahrain to Oman, Dr. Jum'a Al-Ka'bi, participated in the annual ceremony held by Al-Ru'ya newspaper under the patronage of His Highness Faisal bin Turki Al Said and in the presence of a number of their highnesses and distinguished guests. During the ceremony, Bahrain was honored as the guest of honor for the 13th Vision Economic Award for the year 2025. In his speech, Al-Ka'bi affirmed that the relations between Bahrain and Oman are a deep-rooted fraternal relationship characterized by joint cooperation in all political, economic and social fields. He stressed that the selection of Bahrain for this economic award reflects appreciation for the efforts undertaken by Bahrain in various developmental fields and sectors within the comprehensive development process under the leadership of His Majesty the King and with the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. He also congratulated the Bahraini companies operating in Oman that were honored during the ceremony in recognition of their pioneering investment projects. The General Manager of Iskan Bank, Abdullah Talib, affirmed that the bank is working in coordination with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning to implement a plan to provide housing services to citizens in coordination with financing banks to begin disbursing funds to citizens who have applied to benefit from Tasheel Plus and the Mazaya new category financing. He pointed out that the royal directives enhance gains by providing financing services that help citizens obtain suitable housing immediately, as well as strengthening partnerships with the private sector to provide the necessary support for citizens to own their homes. Talib explained that the bank is implementing financing procedures in accordance with the approved regulatory frameworks and in coordination with the relevant authorities to ensure that the disbursement of funds is organized. He added that coordination with commercial banks participating in the housing finance program includes following up on the readiness of applications and completing financing requirements, which enhances the efficiency of implementing the plan to provide 7,000 housing services. Coinciding with Bahrain's National Day celebrations, the 5th edition of the National Day Festival, organized by the Ministry of Information at the Heritage Village in Ras Hayyan, continues. The festival combines entertainment, culture and shopping and highlights the national identity by blending Bahraini heritage and authenticity with innovation in addition to the daily events and cultural and artistic activities. The fourth edition of the Muharraq Nights Festival continues to offer a comprehensive program of culture and artistic events, reaffirming its role as a sustainable annual festival that highlights Bahrain's national heritage within a contemporary context. Festival activities take place along the 3.5-kilometer Purling Path, one of Bahrain's most prominent cultural and touristic destinations. The festival welcomes visitors daily until 30th of December, presenting a wide range of experiences, exhibitions, and artistic programs spanning the field of art, design, music, food, cultural tours, and interactive workshops coinciding with the Celebrate Bahrain season 2025. It also features the launch of several art exhibitions, installation programs, and immersive visual experiences alongside photography exhibitions, with the sea highlighted as a key element in the history of Muharraq. Bahrain's Parliamentary Division delegation, headed by the Vice President of the Asian Parliamentary Assembly APA and head of the delegation Ahmed Al-Salloum, participated in the Executive Bureau meeting of the APA held in the Qatari capital Doha as part of the proceedings of the APA Standing Committee on Budget and Planning. The Executive Bureau discussed a proposal to establish centres and institutions affiliated with the Assembly, as well as the APA's Award for Cultural Excellence and Parliamentary Leadership and the promotion of the values of diversity, unity and common values in Asia. The Undersecretary for Municipal Affairs at the Ministry of Municipalities and Agriculture, Engineer Sheikh Mohammed bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, confirmed the completion of distributing 300 waste recycling and treatment centres across all governorates. The Undersecretary noted that the project was implemented in coordination with the Capital Governance Council and municipal councils, with the collection of recyclable waste commencing last January. He explained that the amount of recyclable waste collected through these sorting centres between January and October 2025 reached 279 tonnes, including paper and cardboard. He pointed out that each centre contains separate containers for glass, plastic, metals, paper and cardboard in easily accessible locations, facilitating sorting and rapid processing. The Undersecretary highlighted the role of community partnership in promoting recycling and waste management, ensuring promising environmental and economic returns and reducing the amount of waste sent to landfills. He explained that waste containers have been equipped with a sensor system that allows them to be emptied multiple times a day if they become full, as well as sanitizing and monitoring the movement of vehicles used for cleaning operations. The Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance, BIBF, announced the launch of a new e-learning program in sustainable development as part of its support for national development initiatives and human capacity building, which aims to enhance awareness of environmental, social and governance concepts with the goal of developing qualified national talents. The launch of the program aligns with Bahrain's priorities of economic diversifications and promoting sustainability. It offers interactive content explaining the fundamental principles of sustainable development on contemporary environmental, social and economic issues through local and global case studies. The program will equip national talents with the necessary knowledge to support the transition towards a more sustainable and competitive economy. Through this initiative, the Institute reaffirms its ongoing commitment to supporting national efforts in human capital development and contributing to the development of a national workforce capable of leading the transition towards a more sustainable economic future. For more on this topic, we are now joined over the phone by the senior lecturer at the Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance, BIBF, and expert in risk management and environmental, social and corporate governance, Nadia Abdelmajid Al-Gassab. Hello and welcome, Ms. Al-Gassab. Can you tell us, please, what is the importance of launching the e-learning program on sustainable development at this time, and what are its main objectives?
Good evening. First and foremost, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to Bahrain Television for this generous invitation. We are very pleased that the Bahrain Institute of Banking and Finance is launching the e-learning program in sustainable development. This has long been in the works for an entire year, and the timing of this initiative is crucial because of two developments that are happening currently within the Kingdom of Bahrain. First, it comes at a time of accelerating market and regulatory requirements in line with the guidelines of the Central Bank of Bahrain regarding sustainability disclosure and the integration of ESG considerations into decision making. Furthermore, it also translates in Bahrain's priorities into practical action by building large-scale human capabilities that can be deployed quickly and flexibly through learning anytime and anywhere concept, and this is only feasible through the e-learning platform. This enhances competency development within the kingdom and elevates the kingdom. So the aim of launching it now is to basically bridge the green skill gap quickly. The program is designed to prepare national talents for jobs in the green economy and to enhance institutional performance across multiple sectors. Demand for such skills is increasing with the expansion of sustainability initiatives. And it goes also beyond that. It includes local, global case studies. It includes data visualization within the e-learning platform, downloadable tools, templates that help the initiatives in the workplace, which is highly needed by professionals rather than just theoretical concepts. Being fully digital makes the program accessible to wide segments of society, including employees, students, interested learners, at a faster pace than in-person training, supporting the widespread adaptation of a sustainability culture.
Great. Thank you so much, Ms. Al-Gassab. That was Ms. Al-Gassab, Senior Lecturer at BIBF and expert in risk management, environmental, social and corporate governance. Thank you very much for joining us.